me.
Here, wait a minute. If we are on the air, people are like scared. Right
Charlie always has to get the first word in.
Right.
He thinks this is the Charlie show. I'm going to keep him off the air tomorrow night. I'm going to have the volume turned down on his headset the whole time. He'll be talking and he won't even know. Yeah, it's Dave Jr. here. He's learned from the master here. Well, anyway, all of you probably wonder what all that dribble is about Charlie Hargrave. Charlie is here, and he will be doing our play-by-play. You're listening to CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. We've got, for the first time ever, we have lacrosse. Currently, it is a sport that is not an official Ohio high school athletic sport. It will be next year. Right now they play more like clubs than they do actual teams, but Wilmington has such a club, and also Massie has such a club, and they're going to be facing each other tonight. And of course, we've got, as always, our troublemaker Roger Thompson on our video. And we've got Charlie's wife. She's just waiting in the wings, Charlie. She's probably going to step up and take your place here if you keep giving us all this flack here. But we also have a special guest broadcaster tonight, and we tried to get one of the ladies from the crowd who said she was very knowledgeable about the sport. And Miss Poole is her name, Ashley Poole from Massie, and she, I guess, was just a little too shy. So anyway, Bruce, you want to introduce yourself and let everyone know out there in radio and TV land, who you are and how much you know about this great sport of lacrosse.
Well, I'm Bruce McKee, and I'm so happy that we're back at the alumni field. I played football. My daughter, who is my fifth child, played lacrosse with the boys team. Now she got hurt in soccer, and now she's playing. She's keeping statistics.
So she's the stats person.
She's a stats person, and so she's a senior this year, and she's going to Wilmington College, and I'm so proud of that. And lacrosse has been just great. Two of the young men that I used to coach in football are two of the coaches, so I'm just really proud to be here at this great lacrosse event in the new Alumni Field Stadium.
It is beautiful, isn't it?
It is beautiful. It is gorgeous. I played football here, and I held a record for 25 years here at Wilmington High School. And so this new field is bringing it back home and watching these kids out on the field. And, I'm pumped. I'm excited about this game. We've really been playing. Wilmington High School has been playing great lacrosse, and
they're currently 2-2 on this early season, right?
And that's pretty good.
And this is the first home game, and of course, Massie is currently, I believe they said 1-2. I don't know who they've played matches against, or the scores or that, but Wilmington has been very competitive thus far in this early season. Now, Charlie, he holds some records, not here, but he eats the most pizza at a sitting of anyone that I know, and he'll even scrape some in his pocket and take it home. But Charlie does, he holds some records there, don't you, Charlie?
Well, I want to know what Bruce's record is. What's your record?
I played football, Charlie.
Yeah, but didn't you just say you had a record for like 25 years here?
I held a record.
Yeah, what was the record?
He ain't
gonna tell us.
Look it up, Charlie.
Charlie can't read.
Here's the thing, Charlie.
Bruce, I didn't mean that bad. I was just asking what the record was.
It was football. Rushing record. I'm sorry, Charlie.
Rushing record. Okay.
You were a running back.
I was a running back.
There you go.
I didn't know that. See, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then I went to Phoenix, Arizona, and I took 150 guys. I was their captain, and I took them to a national championship after that. And then I went to the University of Louisville.
So you were in Louisville?
Yeah, and we were national basketball champs, but, yeah.
Did you play basketball?
No, I played football there.
Oh.
But, yeah, I'm just excited, guys. I mean, this new alumni field here is just fantastic. It's beautiful.
Well, for those of the people that don't realize this, this is the first season that they've had the new turf down. And, of course, in prior years, we've been playing for the last several years at the college, Wilmington College, and they've moved back to Alumni Field after this renovation. And I haven't really gotten the gist of everything from Troy. way. Because of the new configuration here, they've reduced the track. There's only about 4 lanes, so there's nothing as far as track going on this season, although we are going to go to East Clinton for an invitational so that we can follow some hurricane track. But they're building a new track, as I understand, over where the baseball fields are, back behind the high school. There's supposed to be an 8-lane all-weather new track at some future date, and I was under the impression it'll be next year. But obviously, we'll just have to see how that works out. In the meantime, this stadium with its new turf and that, the paint is beautiful, the Wilmington and Hurricane in the end zones and the big W on the field. And as I understand it, in fact, I think Bill Learman might have said that, but there was some question the W wasn't supposed to be as big and pronounced as it is, but when they finished painting it and everybody saw it, they said, well, that's great. We don't want to change it. But as you can see from our past football this past season, the field is just, it's a great field to play any sport on, whether you're talking soccer or whether you're talking football, or in this case, lacrosse. So, Charlie, you've got the lineups. I guess we're going to go ahead and let you go ahead and maybe announce the starters for both teams, both Massie and that, because we're going to be getting underway here shortly. We want to make sure that we get that out there.
I don't have the starters yet. So
they were marked.
Well, if they were marked, you didn't tell me that. But anyhow, we'll give you the starters when we get the starters from the PA. But I just want to let some people know, if you're not familiar with lacrosse, which I am not, Bruce, he's been around it more than I have, but just to let you know, they have 10 players on each team. You have a goalie on each end. You have 3 defensemen that have to stay back with the goalie. You have 3 midfielders, and you have 3 attackers or offense players.
We play 12-minute quarters, right? 12-minute quarters.
12-minute quarters.
Right. There is a halftime.
And I know, like in college, what I've been watching the last few days, it's 15 minutes. And you have a face-off like you do in hockey. You have a penalty box like you have in hockey. You can get penalized anywhere from 30 seconds up to 3 minutes. You have the goals are 6 foot by 6 foot. They're 6 foot wide by 6 foot tall. A couple of things that are interesting are little circles around the goals, and those are called creases. And the only person that can be in that crease is a goalie. No one else can be in that crease, especially if it's an offender trying to score. They cannot be in that crease. If they get caught in the crease, it's a turnover and goes back to the other team. One of the kind of idiosyncrasies about this, it's a lot like basketball too, because you set picks, you do a lot of passing. You kind of have to, what do they call that with the ball when they're running with it, Bruce? What are they?
Running.
They got to keep the ball, I think, moving in their the stick. Another thing too, it's kind of interesting. You're going to see 2 different lengths of sticks, and actually maybe 3, because the goalie has a bigger net on his, but you have 2 big. You have the defenders have bigger, longer sticks, so they can cover more ground, and the people who play offense have the smaller sticks and
so they're more
midfielders.
Mobile. Mobile, yeah.
I'm just trying to give you a little background because I.
Well, you know quite a bit, Charlie. I'm impressed.
I don't know much about it, but I'm just trying to let you know.
Well, what do you think, Bruce? That's pretty impressive.
Well, that is pretty impressive because
you're going to have the national anthem.
Being
yeah, hang on. We'll do the national anthem, then we'll get. All right, there we go. You want to continue your thought there, Bruce?
Well, just...
No, that's all right. He's just giving the lineups.
Okay. This is exciting for me. This is my 5th child, and my baby girl 4'10", and she played last year. She done a great job, and she fell in love with another sport. So this is just. And she loved it so much, and even though she took an injury, she said, "Hey, I'll help you guys, and I'll keep the statistics for it." Charlie done a great job because even as a father of a player, it's still a learning process. And so, but I'm so proud of her because she feels a part of the team, and so it's exciting. It's exciting.
Well, Charlie's got the starting lineups for both teams now, so. We're just marking them off. There'll be 10 players on each team. That's 9 plus a goalie. We're going to be playing 4 12-minute quarters. There'll be a half. I don't know how long the actual halftime is. But just a reminder to everybody out there, this is a first for us on Campus Nation. In fact, we've just started doing spring sports in our 3 years of broadcasting this spring, and we've done some baseball, we've done some softball. Obviously, we're trying to break some new ground here and cover other sports and bring attention to some of the more niche sports that don't get the coverage. Obviously, everybody covers basketball and football, the major sports, and we were probably the first to start covering wrestling 2 years ago, and we've done some swimming this year, and now we're breaking into the spring sports season, so just bear with us. We may not be perfect as far as in our broadcast, but we will strive to bring you the best coverage that we can of all hurricane sports. And Charlie, you got the starters now?
Yep, Clinton-Massie, number 3, Timmy Schaefer, Ross Lennon, number 7, which that's the one they give us extra. He is not starting. Tobias Koken, number 9. Tristan Hill, number 16. Jared Raleigh is 19. Jaden Flannery is number 20. Chase Baker, 27. Gabe Levitt, 28. And Max Keeley is 36. And Jackson Gribsby, 73. 81 is Thomas Williams. For Wilmington, we have Zane Stevens, number 25. Hunter Frazier, number 29. Josiah Kiter, number 13. Bryant Bergerford, number 28. Nick Whiting, number 17. Trey Joyner, number 39. Alex Musler, number 32. Michael Person, number 23. Ridgeton Beam, number 15. And Connor Barton, number 22. That is your starters, and we're getting ready for the face-off. And like Rick said, you guys are lacrosse fans up there. Just bear with us. This is actually the first lacrosse match I have ever attended.
Do we know who's in goal?
Looking forward to it. Right now, Wilmington is going to be heading left to right. They are in the white home uniforms. Massie is in the blue uniforms. And we're getting ready to face off.
Looks like number 19 for Massie in goal.
That's Jared Raleigh.
25.
And 25 for Wilmington in goal.
That is Zane Stevens. And the ball is loose, and Wilmington's going to take possession. Now, you notice the midfielders can come up, and the offenders are in there. And you sub in and out like hockey or soccer. One thing that's also interesting is you can run behind the net. Right now, Wilmington is in control of the ball. They have the ball behind the net.
Trying to pick numbers out, Charlie?
Yeah, 33. That is.
Whoa, we had a
shot,
but
it's picked up by the Massie goalie, and he sends it out.
Yeah, like hockey, they can go actually behind the net.
Yep.
But once again, you have to stay out of the circle if you are trying to score.
Massie has the ball. They drop it. Wilmington trying to pick it up. The ball's on the ground. They're fighting for it. And you can hit people in this game, but you've got to. You can't like rear back with your lacrosse stick. You got to keep it out in front of you. And it is a rough game. It's an aggressive game. And we already have, it looks like maybe a penalty. I see the referee with his hand up.
So there is a penalty?
Yeah, it looks like it's check. It's a check penalty. So we have somebody coming to the penalty box, I believe.
You're right.
Well, the Massie player that came over went back out.
Yeah, he just went back out, so maybe it wasn't him. Here comes.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so, Massie still retains possession there. We're not sure what the stoppage of play was there.
There was a push.
There was a push. Oh, score! A goal by Massie right off the bat here. Number 81, Thomas Williams. He just was right there in front of the net, had to clear an open shot, and fired it right past the left side of the goalie.
Thomas 81.
Yeah.
And for those of you that are listening, if you are of high school age or older, we would encourage you to contact us at campusnation.com. That's support at campusnation.com. If you would like to sit up here in the booth, we will be doing all Wilmington home lacrosse matches. So this is the first of, I believe, 6. We've got 5 of them remaining this month, and then 1, I think, in May, barring any makeup games or makeup matches. And we're happy to have anyone that's knowledgeable about the sport and would like to sit up here just as Bruce is doing and sit in and help us bring you the broadcast.
Massie got the ball off the face-off. It's down on the Massie end, and when I say the Massie end, I means the offensive end. Massie didn't control the ball. They just have the ball out probably about 20 yards from the goal, just looking to set up some kind of a play. Like I say, you can run picks in this. You can do all kinds. There's a pick right there. You can have illegal picks like in basketball too. Massie, they get the ball right there in front of the goal, but it's mishandled.
Nice stop.
Jordan Flannery comes out with it. He throws the ball out of bounds, and it's going to be, I believe, Wilmington's ball.
So we still have 9:44 remaining in this first quarter of play.
Nope, Massie retains possession. They get the ball out to Thomas Williams, the guy who scored the first goal. Passes it down in the left corner to number 23, Corey Stolz. Back out to Williams. Again, looking to try to set up, try to get that ball right in front of the goal. Wilmington takes it away. And we're going the other way. Wilmington has possession. That's number 32, Alex Musler with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know,
and he's taking it almost all the way down.
Charlie, these kids are working on both sides very hard. They're giving everything they got.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're really putting it out there. I'm really proud of both teams. Both teams are doing a great job of working hard. And I want to say that I'm very glad that Campus Nation is covering this event. It's a very exciting time, and both teams are just going at it and working hard. And you know, it's a great day for lacrosse.
Oh, it's a beautiful day for a match.
Yeah. Isaiah Kiter had the ball behind the net, but he loses it. And Max Keeley comes out with it. He gets it over to Williams.
I have a question. They were actually in what would be the football end zone. Is that still in play?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You can see there's some lines down there around the end. I think that's the lines you got to go by. Ball's on the ground. Massie still has possession of it, though. Back out to Williams. Williams seems like he's like the captain of this Massie team. He's kind of like the point guard in basketball. He's kind of running the offense. He gets the ball over to Jaden Flannery. Throws the ball out of bounds, but I think Massie still retains possession.
They're in control of the ball right now, and they're doing a very good job.
So
Wilmington has had some really good defensive blocks, though. It's been a really good game so far.
Ball's loose. Wilmington has a chance to pick it up, and we have an offsides penalty, I believe, and that's going to go to the ball's going to go back to Wilmington now.
So once again, offsides, much like hockey, when you are at certain points on the field, you have to have your players behind that line. And the only one that can advance the ball.
Actually, that might have almost been like an over in the back in basketball, it looked like. Jacob Kratzer had the ball. He gets it over to Ferris. Ball's put at the goal, but it's blocked. Massie has the ball back. Long pass downfield. Dangerous pass. Intercepted by Straley for Wilmington. Heading back the other way. They got the ball.
Oh.
Big check right there in the middle.
So that was legal.
That was legal, yeah.
So when did they take their gloves off and start punching each other, Charlie?
You can't bring the stick back past the shoulder. If you have the stick out here, you can check with it. And you got to check from the shoulders to the waist. If you go below the waist or above the shoulders, then you're penalized. It's Massie still with the ball here. We got 6:49 to go. 1-0, Clinton-Massie on the Williams goal. 23 has it for Massie. That's Corey Stoltz. He gets it back out to the leader, Tom Williams.
Well, it looks like they're setting up a play right now, Charlie.
Yep.
And Massey's doing a good job.
They are. Williams is going to try to take it on his own, and he bounces it into the goal.
He's a good
for his second goal today, Thomas Williams.
Goal number 81, Thomas Williams.
So Massie takes a 2-0 lead here with 6:25 to go in this first quarter of play. And we want to shame Ashley Poole from Massie for not coming up and helping us with this match. But the word has it that she does need a prom date. So if there's anyone out there that would like to invite Ashley Poole to prom at Massie, there she is right there. There's the culprit there on the right. She needs a prom date, so we are trying to help her out here on Campus Nation.
This is wonderful. I mean, watching you guys being here and videotaping this and recording this. I hope that people, the great appreciation of sports, and this is one of the fastest growing sports in America. And I'm just excited. I'm just excited at what you guys are doing here. I'm glad for your viewers for checking in and following what's happening here. It's groundbreaking. It's wonderful. It's an exciting day for this sport,
Yeah, because obviously this is the first time we've ever done this particular sport. Now, just for our broadcast network there, we do have a game tomorrow, a boys, obviously a baseball game. That game will start on our broadcast at 4:15 tomorrow, right here from Wilmington. That'll be with the Blanchester Wildcats. We'll get underway at 4:15 with the game to follow at 4:30. Then also on our Talk TV network, which is our other network, Charlie Hargrave, you've got a show tomorrow night that'll be from about 7 to
8:15, 8:30. Yeah, keep calm and Chaz on your car show cruising talk show. Come and listen to it. The first one's already up. You can go watch the video from last week if you like old cars at all. Check it out and tell me what you think. And that's like tonight, folks. Feel free to comment on the side about the lacrosse. And like I said, this is the first game I've ever even attended. So we're going to try to do our best. I'm sure it's not as good as some of you could do, but just be gentle in your comments. Make them where you can help. Wilmington gets the face-off, and number 23, Michael Person, is trying to, 33, excuse me, is heading down. He's getting beat around all over, though. Massey gets the ball back.
Tried to do that quick little spin there, I think, to see if he could shake off the defenders there.
We got a flag now. We got a football penalty flag now.
Well, this is a beautiful day for lacrosse, and this field is just picturesque. I want to tell you guys, and I see the Mike
slashing is the call
center over here, and I knew Mike Marine. He was a great young man, one of the greatest young men, one of the greatest athletes in Wilmington High School's history. He was just wonderful, and the only new car I ever bought was off of Mike Marine because he was a great young man.
So now we're going to have to charge him for our ad.
Max.
Oh, he's dead? Well, then we'll take it to Bill, right?
Max Keeley is the one that was called for slashing, so he's sitting in the penalty box. Not sure for how long. I mean, because we don't have any communication down to the front. We don't know if it's half a minute, but it can be clear up to 3 minutes.
So it varies with the penalty?
Yes. Wilmington with the ball, shot on goal, and it's good.
It's good, ladies and gentlemen.
Zane Stevens.
So Zane Stevens. Yeah. So it is
Look
now
at the crowd going crazy.
Massie 2, Wilmington 1, still with 5 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in this first quarter play. One of the things we will say is typically with lacrosse, it is usually a very high-scoring game. You get an awful lot of scoring from both teams in this type of a match.
Yeah, Zane Stevens was about, 15 yards out and threw it in. Now, and it looks like to me, since the goal was scored, see, Massie was a man short, like in hockey,
right,
at that point.
So that's like a power play.
Yep, and Massie returns their player to the field
once
right
the score was attained, right?
Yeah. Number 33 has it for Wilmington. He's charging right toward the goal, attacking. He loses it, though. And number 20 for Massie picks it up. Well, that is Jared Flannery.
Charlie, this is really a good game. Both sides are playing their heart out. The kids are just working.
There's a big check here on the other side.
Hey, I like this game. This is I can relax watching this kind of a game.
Looks like the ball is going to go back over to Wilmington. And that was a legal check,
right,
it looks like. Right. No penalties or anything. Again, he pushed him between the shoulders and the waist and knocked him down.
Charlie's wife made a wonderful comment. She said it's like football on grass, and she's right. I mean, these guys are going at it. They're giving everything they got, and wow, this is exciting.
So you can actually come off the field, back on the field, and still retain the ball?
The ball stayed on the field.
So as long as the ball is on the field, you can come off the field and go back on and pick the ball up.
Yes.
Okay, we have a turnover there. I'm not sure what happened there, but anyhow, Massie
substitution.
No, just there was a turnover.
No, there was a gentleman that ran off the field and a gentleman that ran on the field.
Wow.
And they sub in and out like in hockey on their own.
Look at those collisions. Wow.
It looks like almost like a rugby scrum.
Yep,
Both
balls
teams
loose.
are just going at it and giving everything they got.
Well, they are. They're neighbors. So what do you expect? These are like siblings fighting each other, right?
You know, I have so much respect for Clinton-Massie and what they've done there. It's just been, everywhere you go in the state, they're well respected and just so proud of their whole system, their whole program. They're just their kids continue to grind it out and work hard at everything they do, and they're very, very good. So
we have a timeout, Massie. They just called their first timeout, and it's 2-1 here. Massie's in the lead with 4:39 here to go in the first quarter. Thomas Williams has scored both goals for Clinton-Massie. Zane Stevens has scored the only goal for Wilmington.
Well, he seems to be just, all about it. He seems to be working hard, and he's trying to put himself always in position to make another score. I
would imagine, much like any sport, including basketball, it's not as much. Of course, it's important what you do when you have the ball, but it's just as important where you are and how you position yourself when you don't have the ball.
Right. It's like basketball. You have to move off your picks. You have to, not just stand there and wait for the ball to come to you. But Wilmington, the last few possessions down, have gotten a lot more aggressive. Rather than playing around, throwing the ball to the outside, they've just been charging the goal and firing.
Hey, we want to also do a shout-out to the mayor of Greenfield. She's listening tonight. She says we sound great, as usual, of course.
Good. Hey, Mayor, what's up? We got Dirty Deeds Bruce McKee in the house with us tonight. Okay, Massie with the ball. There's their Thomas Williams has it. He just brings it across the midfield line, and we have a penalty flag.
But they still play.
No.
Have they stopped?
Should be stopped.
Well, see, I've seen this before. It seems like they play on even after a penalty. So it's in hockey, they don't actually stop.
See what we have here. Let's see what we have.
Outside?
All right. So it's an offsides
on Wilmington. So that might be why they let it keep playing, because there's the defenders that were in trouble anyhow. So if they did lose the ball, they're going to get the ball back anyhow.
Well, guys, I'll tell you, these guys are really playing their hearts out, and seem like they really enjoy what they're doing. You could tell that both sides have been well coached, and it's exciting. It's exciting. The weather's perfect for this. It's not too hot. It's a nice day to be playing this wonderful game.
Okay, so we're getting ready to resume action here. McKee has it for Massie. The ball's back in play. He passes across to Schaefer, who dishes it down on the right side to Jordan Flannery.
Good
shot.
Oh, good
stop.
Good stop.
That was Williams again on the shot. And Wilmington throws the ball right in front of Massie's goal. Dangerous place to throw it. Ball's loose on the ground.
Actually, it's Wilmington's goal, right?
That's where Massie's shooting at. So, and we got, looks like maybe another stoppage now.
Well, Charlie, they're working hard out there, both sides.
Shot on goal, but he missed it the outside from Clinton-Massie. That was Bergerford. And still going to stay Massie ball.
You're listening to CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. We have lacrosse from Alumni Field here in Wilmington, Ohio. Clinton-Massie, hosted by the Wilmington Hurricane.
Shot on goal by number 3. Schaefer, no good.
Great stop.
Wilmington's goalie gets the stop. He dishes it over to Alex Mussler, who's running upfield. Alex got a little size to him. I wouldn't want to get in his way.
He does.
He loses the ball. Massie looks like he's going to take possession back of the ball. Oh, we have a tackle there. But everybody's okay. Oh, now we have the field. Now we have the penalty flag called by this official. The official close to it didn't call it, and the official down here did call it.
Well, I hope he's okay, guys. He's coming off the field, and he took a pretty good hit. And, wow, what a tough one. We hope he's okay.
So let's see if we can figure out what the call is. I think it was
roughing the passer.
That's called. What is that called?
Piling on.
Like what's the more generic term for it in football? Unnecessary roughness penalty, basically, is what it was. Yeah.
Right.
And let's see.
He's got a penalty. He's coming off, and it was a tough play.
So Wilmington.
So he's got to come off for 2 or 3 minutes. Massie again with the ball. They have it out toward midfield.
Well, they look like they're just really working it. They're pounding it really hard, and they're playing.
Williams shot on goal.
Great shot.
Off to the side, though, no good.
It was deflected by the 80.
Williams is not afraid to shoot it from about anywhere.
No, he's definitely the aggressive individual from that Massie team. He looks like he takes command, and he goes down and is involved in just about every scoring opportunity that Massie tries to take advantage of.
Scrum on the field there. I'm not sure what they called, but they called
like they're
something.
Trying to get him in everything they do. I mean, he seems to be very aggressive.
He's obviously had 2 scores.
Another shot on goal there by Williams, and it goes off to the side.
And I would imagine they probably, when they keep these statistics, they probably, like in hockey, there's so many shots on goal. There's all that is the same type of statistical stuff that you see in a regular hockey game.
I think you're right, and he's shot some great shots so far. I mean, he's done a wonderful job.
And he has the ball again, about 25 yards, about 20 yards from the goal.
Good defense by Wilmington right now. That was great.
Picks it up,
he dropped it
back up.
He's down. Hopefully he's getting back up. Okay.
Dishes over to Flannery. Flannery has the ball now. He loses the ball, but
I want to thank you guys for checking in to Campus Nation. This is a great opportunity to listen to sports and watch what's going on.
The ball gets knocked out of bounds. I believe it's going to stay. Nope, it's going to go to Wilmington, it looks like.
Yeah, we're going to have to figure out when they have these exchanges why sometimes it appears that the team that it goes out of bounds on retains possession versus giving it up.
Wilmington with the ball. We have a penalty call way back here in the backfield and way away from the action. We have a slash. And number 3 is coming to the sideline. Timmy Schaefer, he's going to have to set out. And we have a lot of substituting going on right now, folks.
Is anyone actually short a man? That's the question.
Yes, Clinton-Massie is short a man right now.
So once again, in the sense of a power play, Wilmington has the advantage with the extra person on the field.
Nick Whiting has it. He dishes over to Hunter Frazier. Frazier gets it to Kiter, who's back behind the Massie goal. He's charging the goal, shoots it, and it's blocked with the Massie goaltender's foot, and he ends up with the ball, and he's going to dish it out, and he dishes it way downfield.
Yes, sir.
And the ball's loose right now.
Wow.
Wilmington's going to get possession.
Good job. Wow, these guys
are
going
Frazier
at it. These guys
has
are
the ball.
going at it. This is one of the greatest games I've seen in a long time.
I like the Frazier heading toward the goal. He loses it.
Wow.
He's trying to regain it back. They're fighting for it. The ball's on the ground.
Both sides are just giving it all they got. Guys, wow, what a game.
Massie finally takes possession, it looks like.
16, he gets it for Massie.
Again, I'd like to thank Campus Nation for what they're doing, recording this and broadcasting these kids, giving everything they got. The good kids of America that sometimes get left out, doing something exciting tonight. Here, both sides are playing their hearts out and giving everything they got.
That's the end of the first period.
All right.
2-1. Massie is in the lead. Had probably a lot more shots on goal for Massie than Wilmington has, I would say. Probably about twice as many shots on goal for the Falcons as Wilmington. Wilmington, though, the last few times down has got a little more aggressive. So, and that's our first quarter. We're getting ready to go into the second quarter. And like I said, folks, this is the first time we've done this type of sport on Campus Nation. It's actually the first time I've been. Is this for your first lacrosse game, your first live lacrosse
First
game?
time I've even actually seen other than on television. Now, I've watched lacrosse, on sports channels before. Never really got into it because, like most people, if you don't really understand, how the match is played and you don't understand how the penalties, but it is much like hockey, sort of a combination of hockey and basketball, and of course it takes some athleticism because they're running constantly up and down the field, and they're it involves like soccer, bumping into each other. And so we invite everybody that has never witnessed such an event to come out and support your home team, whether you're from Massie or you're from Wilmington. And obviously, CampusNation.com will be continuing to bring you spring sports, and we will be doing all Wilmington home lacrosse matches. So tune into Campus Nation. I guarantee we will get better with each match we do.
And we switched sides here for the quarter. So right now, Wilmington will be going from right to left on your radio dial, and Massie will be going from left to right. So we switch every quarter. And,
rather than at the half.
We do hope you're enjoying the broadcast, and just like I said, bear with us. This will be a better broadcast with video because then you can see exactly what's going on. Just as far as audio only, we're trying to do our best for you. We're getting ready to face off right now for the second quarter.
Unlike a puck that they drop, they don't...
They actually put the ball in between the nets of each player, and then when they come up, the ball either flies up or goes on the ground like it did then. Looks like the ball's still loose here.
Well, they're still going at it. I mean, these guys are going at it. They're giving everything they got. I mean, this is exciting. Both teams, guys, seem to me really well coached, and their kids understand what they're supposed to be doing.
I believe we had an offside penalty there, so it goes back to Massie here. And Massie's leading 2-1, and their scorer has the ball right now, Thomas Williams, and he's going to shoot. And he does, and he misses. Misses over the right side.
Yeah, Williams definitely takes every opportunity he can to attempt to score.
Now, see, Massie is retaining possession right now. That's kind of cool. When you miss, you get to keep the ball. See, in basketball, it's not like that. Number 28 circling around with the ball. He's going to take a shot. It's way high over the net. It's way out of play. That was number 28, Gabe Levitt, on that shot.
Well, he really tried, and he really took a good shot.
So does Massie retain the ball?
Massie's going to retain the possession. You got to earn the ball back, it looks like.
Earn it.
It's almost like make it, take it, I guess. Massie with the ball. Underneath that is Joey Smalley with the ball. He gets it out to number 20 for Massie. Back into Thomas Williams' hands. He's being guarded tightly by Wilmington. Double team now by Wilmington. He takes another shot at goal, but it's no good, and it goes out of play.
Well, it would seem to me that if you can continue to make efforts to score, and even if it goes out of bounds, now I don't know whether it makes any difference whether it goes out of bounds on the side or towards the back, but then at least you don't have to run up and down the field as much as if you were changing possession after every miss.
Massie retained possession that time, but they had a bad shot on the goal. And Wilmington, the goalie, gets it out to number 17, Nick Whiting. Nick Whiting's heading the other way with it. He tries to feed it underneath, but it's blocked by the Massie defenseman, and Massie gets the ball back.
Well, that was a great block. I mean, they really tried to push it hard, and Massie just their kids stepped up big and made a great stop. I mean,
well, it's been a defensive struggle for both teams during this match.
Defenseman Jackson Grigsby had the ball, and he tried to throw it downfield, but he missed. Now, let's see. Well, who will that go to?
Wilmington.
Massie threw it out of bounds there.
So it went out on the side. Wilmington takes possession.
But it wasn't a shot either. It was just a pass. So it goes back to Wilmington.
Okay.
And let's see. This is looks like 32 Musler has it. He's on the ground. He gets it over to number 4, Hayden Straley. Straley dancing around with it out toward the middle of the field. And he almost has it taken away from him, but number 34 ends up with it.
So it's going to change direction.
I think we must have had an offside there.
Well, I also want to put a shout out. We have a new athletic director here in Wilmington. Seems to be doing a great job. Looked at the schedule, Wilmington's basketball schedule, and he seems to be really working hard behind the scenes and trying to make a lot of things happen. And so we're pretty excited.
Shot on goal, no good by number 20, Jaden Flannery. Wilmington goalie has it. And Wilmington just throws a wild pass right into the Massey's top scorer's net, but he loses it, and the ball's still on the ground. They're fighting for it. Looks like no one really wants it there. Number 23 comes up with it for Massey, Stoltz. Stoltz tossing the ball over to number 20, Flannery. Flannery heading toward the goal, and it's knocked away by Wilmington's goalie.
Well, they're playing really good defensive on both ends of the field, and this is an exciting game.
Oh, shot on goal again. I just missed to the right side.
Okay.
That was a shot by Jaden Flannery again. You've got to also remember, that net is only 6 foot tall and 6 foot wide. It's not like a soccer net. It's it's small net.
Very small.
And if you put a big boy in front of it, like Wilmington has in number 22, Connor Barton, it makes it just that much harder.
Plus, he has a larger net, obviously.
Right.
Well, the exciting thing is these guys are really giving everything they got on both sides, and it's an exciting game, 2-1, and these guys are really.
Wilmington brings the ball in, but they throw it right to Massey. Massey heading down the other way in a hurry. That's Max Keeley. He loses the ball, though. The ball's alive on the ground. Keeley's still trying to pick it up.
Tackled.
And we got a trip.
There is a penalty.
There's going to be a tripping foul called on, looks like number 22 of Wilmington. Connor, no, it's not 22. What is that?
Well, he is coming off the field.
Number 12, maybe? I can't tell. Might be an 8 now.
Number 28.
28.
15's going in, and they're
so that must have been Hunter Frazier, 28.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But are we still a man down? That's the question. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Wilmington's a man down.
All right, so Massey has 10 players on the field. Wilmington has 9. So once again, the power play, I guess you could say,
yes,
is in Massey's favor.
81 has it. That's Williams. He's been the scorer. He dishes over to Schaefer on the right side. Back to Schaefer in the middle. Schaefer shoots, but it's blocked.
Great block by Wilmington.
Jaden Flannery comes up with the ball. He's over here on the right side. Got it to Williams. He tries to shoot one low. Nice stop by the Wilmington goalie.
Wow.
Yeah, Wilmington goalie has been doing really a phenomenal job as far as blocking shots. Someone's hurt?
Got a foul away from the ball.
Wilmington player down on the field. Trainer going out.
I don't know if
well, guys, I again want to thank Campus Nation for broadcasting this and recording this. Please ask your friends to tune in to Campus Nation, and we really would appreciate more support what these great guys are doing and recording these young kids with all this energy and all this life and enjoying it and taking advantage of what they've been given. This is a great game, 2-1 at the beautiful new Alumni Field. I mean, it's just so exciting to see be back home here at this Alumni Field, and the work that's been done here is just phenomenal. I mean, to be a part of all this new growth that has been put into this new facility is incredible. Is incredible.
Just found out something. I just overhearing a conversation down there. I guess when the ball goes out of bounds, it's whatever player is closest to the ball will take it. And usually you have an offenseman back there, so then the ball goes by, the offense is usually closest. That's why they've been getting the ball back.
Well, because of the injury, everybody is getting a rest while they're looking over the Wilmington player.
We're not sure who is down out there.
Let's see. I've got my trusty field glasses.
It's hard to tell, right?
Yeah, it is, because he's down.
I thought it might be Straley.
He is getting him, number 4.
Straley.
Number 4.
Hayden Straley down, but he's getting up. I think he just might got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, now, one of the things that I noticed about these the uniforms, typically a soccer player will have knee pads and things to protect various parts of their body. I don't think that there's anything that these players actually wear other than the helmet.
No, they have all of them have shoulder pads on.
Do they?
Too, yeah.
All right.
They're not a real big football type shoulder pad, but yeah, they have a shoulder pad.
So there's a little concussion and shoulder protection so that there's not any possible injury through collision that way.
Well, this is a 2-1 game, guys. This is really exciting, and both teams are playing really well, and they're really playing hard, and it's exciting right now.
7 minutes, 37 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
Right.
I want to thank Campus Nation again for recording this, and please ask your friends to tune in to Campus Nation and support what they're trying to do with these young people, and I would really appreciate that because this is a wonderful opportunity for both teams and all the schools, what they do.
Back to live action now. Wilmington's goalie has the ball and doesn't throw it very good. And and there's Wilmington's top scorer. He's going to score again. Massie's top scorer. Excuse me.
So Williams has scored all 3 of the Massie goals.
Massie goal, number 81, Thomas Williams.
Well, I tell you, the goalie, when he tried to throw it, it's like the ball didn't catch right, and rather than throwing it 30 or 40 yards downfield, it
straight up in the air almost.
Went about 5 to 10 yards downfield, right into Massie's top scorer's hands.
Well, Massie's played extremely well. I mean, they've really given everything, and this kid is just a phenomenal scorer. I mean, you can tell that he takes pride in what he does for his team, and he's really worked extremely hard at what he's done, and he scored all 3 goals so far.
Wilmington calls a timeout 3-1, and during the timeout, looks like the coaches, the equipment managers are looking at that goalie's net just to see if something's not right. Because those goalies, the nets on these clubs, I was reading, you've got to work them like you do a baseball mitt. You got to get them to form the pockets and each one of them needs to kind of be a little different because, they serve a different purpose. The defense is mainly for blocking. The offense, they need to be able to control it more so they have like a deeper pocket to it. And, the goalies obviously are just huge. And, I don't know if they think the equipment failed him there or what, but that ball didn't come out the way he meant.
It did act strange, that's for sure.
I agree, and you're right.
3-1, Wilmington timeout here. 7 minutes, 24 seconds. Just a glorious night. A little nippy, but not bad compared to what we've had here lately. At least it's not downpouring rain. Of course, we still have our winds going, not quite as bad as they've been. But
no, the flag is not really moving that much.
If you look at the goalpost flags, they're whipping around a little bit.
Well, no one's going to kick a field goal, Charlie, so we don't have to worry.
No, but I'm glad we're in the booth, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, we can open a window and make you feel better, Charlie. You want the window right here in front of you open?
I'm surprised you haven't yet.
Well, if you're listening to this broadcast tonight, we just hope that you ask your friends to tune in to Campus Nation. This is a great event, and what they're doing is historic here at this stadium, watching 2 great, as somebody said earlier, neighbors play against one another, and it seems like they're really enjoying playing against each other and doing the very best they could. This is exciting. Please tune in to Campus Nation because this is a great opportunity to pay attention to what these guys are doing for these young kids and giving them exposure. And, I'm just so excited about that. That alone is just excitable.
Back to live action. Here we go.
So they're facing off again, huh?
Yeah, the referee puts the ball there in the middle, and he'll back off and blow the whistle, and away we go, and they fight for it. The ball pops out. It looks like Massie has the ball. That's number 16. He flips it back to number 33, or maybe 23. Let's see. Massie with the ball in the middle of the field. And I think we're going to have maybe a slashing call.
Slashing call.
No, I believe we have another timeout called. I think this time maybe by Clinton-Massie. We're not marking the timeouts on the board. So another timeout called here right away.
7 minutes remaining in this first half.
Well, I want to take the opportunity to brag on this wonderful new facility here at Wilmington that has been put together. I mean, it's just gorgeous. It's beautiful. Back in my day, we played in mud, and we don't have to see mud.
I don't know. Mud would be fine, especially the way they're getting down at it. If there were a little bit of mud on the field, I wouldn't mind that.
Pretty scary, wouldn't it? Some of them.
As the computer continues to move us on, I'm very glad of what we have here, and it's a dream. I didn't get to play in nothing like this until I went to college, and so I'm pretty excited about the greatness that I see. It's beautiful.
If you do, beautiful. And that's true. Bruce, if you look at Massie has a really nice stadium. They have a nice turf field. Wilmington now has this turf field, and they're back at home. Most of the schools in the SCOL have, an artificial turf. Now, East Clinton doesn't.
Chillicothe is the only other one.
Yeah.
Jackson, I think
Jackson's not in our league, Charlie.
No, but they're going to be in that league.
No, they're not going to be in the SCOL ever.
No, but they're going to be in the new
Well, we
SCOL.
don't care about the new league that Jackson's going to be in.
We're just trying to tell you some of the fields that I've seen. Little Miami's got a great facility, too.
Oh, great facility.
Well,
all right, Massie with the ball, and they're getting ready they're coming down hard. They lose possession of it, though. Number 7, he picked it up for Massie. Now it's back in number 3's hands. That's Timmy Schaefer. He dishes over to Corey Stoltz. Corey Stoltz throws it right in front of the net, but it's missed.
Missed.
Ball is on the ground.
Good try.
Massie holds on to it. Number 7 has it. That's Ross Lennon. And Wilmington gets the ball back, but he loses it real quick.
Wow.
Back and forth here. Massie again with the ball. That's Corey Stoltz.
And
he loses it to Timmy Schaefer. Timmy Schaefer has it out. He gets it back to Stoltz. Stoltz with the ball. He gets it out to Thomas Williams, who scored all 3 Massie goals. Now, I can just about bet he's going to be firing. He's starting to charge the goal right now, and he shoots toward the goal, and it's good.
Well, this kid is a phenomenal player. I mean, he's consistent.
With all 4 goals, I would say so, yeah.
He's pretty consistent, and he's focused.
And one thing that's interesting also, the ball doesn't have to go in the air. It can bounce in, and I think 3 out of his 4 goals have done that. He's bounced them in.
Well, it's probably better to do that because it's harder to defend, I think, a bounce than it would be if you tried to do it straight in.
I think you're right. Well, he's evidently practiced well.
4-1.
To do what he's done. He's a phenomenal player.
Getting ready to face off again.
Who's got it?
Looks like Wilmington may come up with it.
Okay.
And they do.
Wilmington's going to have to put some scoring drives here.
He's charging right toward the goal himself. We got a flag.
Oh.
Flag down. I'm not sure what we have on the penalty.
Well, that was a good shot. He just missed it.
It's like slashing, maybe. The shot was put up there by Musler.
Great shot.
And
he just missed
Massie is a player down now at this point.
Just a reminder, tomorrow we've got high school baseball, and it'll be live right here from Wilmington High School. We've got the Blanchester Wildcats coming in to be hosted by Wilmington. That game is going to get underway with our pregame at 4:15 with a 4:30 start. That's one of the few 4:30 starts all year. Usually they start at 5 o'clock. Mm-hmm. But we've got it covered on campusnation.com. The Sports Animal, your home for high school and college sports. And
Wilmington has the ball here.
Back in action.
Yep, 4-1, down 4-1 with 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Nick Whiting has it out on top. He dishes it over to Bergerford, I believe. No, Hunter Frazier. Hunter Frazier still has the ball. He's out here on the left wing. Dishes it back to Whiting out on top. Wilmington may lose possession. No, they end up keeping it. Massie was trying to go after it there. Whiting comes out with it. There was a shot on goal there by number 29, Hunter Frazier, but it was blocked. Massie comes out with it, and here comes Thomas Williams. He has the ball.
You know, he's a nice-sized kid. I mean,
he's
to
going try to go the length of the field here, folks.
Wow.
He loses it, but it stays with Massie. And we have another penalty. Is
the player with the ball was hit from behind.
Jamin Kraft bit the dust there. He got nailed.
Well, that was a hard hit, and both teams are playing really hard.
So Wilmington will be a man down, I assume.
Never seen anything here.
Well, that's true. You know, it is very difficult, and obviously it's not a case where you could actually have more than the 10 people on the field at any given time, where they're exchanging, going in, going off. There's no penalties if you don't get off the field in time.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, Wilmington's man down right now. And we're getting ready to start to play.
I want to take this time to thank Campus Nation for covering this great event. And please ask your friends to tune in to Campus Nation. They're really recording and doing some great groundworking work here and following these young people.
Massie with the ball. Flannery has it. He tries to throw it back out to Schaefer, but he gets away from him. The ball's loose. Wilmington had an opportunity to pick it up and then wasn't able to do it. Back over to Flannery, shot on goal.
That was
good.
wide.
See, so the guy back there, Massie was the closest guy to it.
Actually, they had 3 players back there, so Massie will retain for that reason.
Well, guys, what do you think? I think it's a sport that's going to grow. I mean, I think it has a lot of excitement, and if you want to be roughhouse and all that, this is a sport for you.
Well, I think definitely.
Shot on goal again, but it goes out of bounds, so Massie's still going to retain possession because the offenseman was back there.
I mean, Charlie's wife over there is nodding her head. She thinks that it's a great sport for young men and young women.
Shot on goal by number 20 is no good. Blocked by Wilmington. Wilmington gets the ball, and they're heading the other way. Number 34.
It is exciting.
Yeah, I think that our coverage, and when you see this, particularly with the video tomorrow, our coverage will help interest people in maybe coming out and actually seeing a match.
Exactly. I agree with you. I mean, like I said, guys, my daughter played last year. She's 4'10", played on the boys lacrosse team, and hurt herself in soccer, and she loves it so much. She said, I'll volunteer and keep the score and do whatever I need because she really feels she's a senior this year, and she really feels family to the boys lacrosse team.
Tobias Koken, he has the ball now for Massie down low.
Massie's up 4-1 currently here in this first half.
All 4 goals scored by the man with the ball now.
Mr. Williams.
Well, he's a beast, guys. He's worked hard, and he understands what he needs to do to win, and he's doing a great job.
Wilmington gets the ball back.
He's not being very neighborly. He should let us get back into this game.
Ball's lost by Wilmington. It's going to stay with their possession as it goes out of bounds, though.
Well,
that's Michael Person. He has the ball. He's getting ready to inbound it from the far side. He throws it in. He gets it into Kiter. He loses the ball out of bounds.
Again, I hope that you, our listening audience, follows Campus Nation in everything that they do. I think it's a great opportunity for those who don't get out much and may not be able to make it to the game. The Campus Nation is doing groundbreaking work itself and just making this available to you, the listening audience. And
Massie with the ball. Going back the other way, Massie with the ball. That's Timmy Schaefer. He has it. Gets the ball over to Jaden Flannery.
Wow.
Pass it right in front of the goal, number 23, who was mishandled.
Mm-hmm.
He tries to go to the goal and then loses it.
Wow, they're
Ball
pounding
is
each other.
right there
Man,
in
they're
front.
pounding each other. Wow.
Ball is right in front of the goal.
Hard.
And it's going to go out of bounds. Now, that should be Wilmington's ball now, right?
Because Wilmington is
Right.
closest to the ball.
Yeah.
Now, you know, we've got a fairly nice crowd here. Obviously, it's comprised of Massie and Wilmington fans, but the lower bleachers are basically filled along the front with fans. So we do have quite a bit of interest in the sport.
Wilmington turns the ball back over to Massie, and Massie has the ball. Well, the ball's loose now. Massie does get possession.
Whoa.
Almost thrown away.
They are working hard, guys.
Ball's on
They
the
are
ground.
working hard.
And we have a penalty finally.
The SCOL doesn't actually have a league championship in lacrosse. Lacrosse, I think, basically because there are
Well, there's
just
not
a
that
few
many teams in it, yeah.
Right.
I don't know if Chillicothe even has a team or not. So,
Yeah, I think, and we could research this, but I believe that Wilmington and Massie are probably the only two teams in the SCOL that actually have a lacrosse team.
that's the only two I know of, but that doesn't mean
Now,
there's
now
not
next
more.
year, when it becomes an actually sanctioned Ohio high school athletic sport, we may see more and more schools add that.
The only problem with adding sports, and I'm saying this coming from the small school perspective, you used to teach at East Clinton, I teach at Greenfield now, you're really watering down the talent because the talent is just, and that's why a lot of times a lot of school, they just, they don't have a lot of winners and anything because the talent's just so watered down because there's so many different things for young people to do. At a big school, I think it's wonderful because that gives more kids the opportunity. But at a smaller school, it's kind of a touchy subject, to be honest with you, because kids can only do so much.
You're probably right, Charlie, but the other side of that is that, it's like, all kids do different things. And
That's
this is a
right,
great
and that's what I would say.
For kids to play this sport. And
I'm ready for water polo.
Bruce, that used to be the case. Not anymore. I tell you about 25% of your high schools, the kids do it all. The rest of them don't do it.
Well, Charlie, you got a pretty big band.
Yes. But you understand what I'm saying?
I guess when you look at, let's just say, spring.
We are at halftime right now, and it's 4-1.
Massie in the lead.
We're not sure how long at halftime actually will last here. If they're going to put 10 minutes up on the clock, or what they're going to put up.
Well, Charlie, I'm interested in what you're having to say. But I'm just glad that this opportunity is for kids.
I think for big schools, it's like Wilmington size, bigger schools, I think it's great too. Don't get me wrong. But for like the Leesburgs, the smaller schools, you only have so many kids that you can do so much with talent.
Yeah, I guess the question would be, when you look at any school, regardless of their size, the question would be, what sports would have the most interest? For instance, let's take East Clinton. East Clinton, you may find there would be more students that were interested in participating in, well, I'm not going to say track because obviously track is girls and boys, but there might be more people that are interested in participating in lacrosse than they would be in baseball at East Clinton. And so I guess what the point that I'm making is that I don't know how they would determine that.
Charlie,
but you're right as far as there's only so many students.
Well, and I live with this every day, guys. Well, I got kids all the time that, I have kids that would like to be in the band more kids that like to be in the band, but they don't feel like they can because they have these other obligations. And the same way, and it's like football teams anymore. If you talk to some of these football coaches, they're lucky to even get enough out to play. And
well, not
the big schools. I'm talking to small schools.
Well, I'm just saying, I watched the skateboarding crowd grow in Wilmington because we finally done the right thing by our kids here, and we gave them some place where they can do their skill and their talent. So,
right.
I think offering new opportunities for kids is just a wonderful thing. The sport, some of the greatest athletes I've seen are those out to the park skateboarding.
I don't disagree with you.
I'm just saying but we finally, as a community, supported our children and what they like to do.
Well, there is a financial consideration, obviously, which is probably the most important factor, and that is most school systems have limited budgets, and we know that when it comes to high school athletics, football and basketball, they drive all the other programs.
Exactly.
And the other thing is that obviously with Title IX and some of the other rules and regulations and laws, you've got to make opportunity available for both men and women, or girls and boys, and so that once again has a lot to do with what sports you offer and you can and you can't offer.
Well, let me say
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing with anything you say.
To me, Campus Nation making it available for other people to be able to view something they never viewed before.
Oh yeah.
Listen to something they've never heard before. I mean, it's exciting. It's exciting. One of my best friends, he's a cricket player, and he just got drafted. Now, he is one of the best.
You mean in the military?
No, for cricket.
Oh, for cricket.
Play cricket.
Well, I wasn't sure because I've never heard of a professional cricket team. I guess they do in England.
But that was the thing. He had to go all the way from Dayton, Ohio, all the way to Chicago every weekend because of the love of the sport.
Right.
But he wound up being one of the greatest cricket players in the global world. I'm just saying, Charlie, that giving the kids an opportunity to learn new sports is just a wonderful time. And I thank Campus Nation for what you guys are doing, exposing the viewers to listen to what is going on here in Wilmington High School's new great alumni field. And, I just think it's a great opportunity.
I think it's great.
And as a father of a 4'10",
Charlie.
Bruce, listening real closely, I agree with everything you're saying. I'm just saying you also have to take into consideration in the smaller schools, you've got to realize
like the East Clintons.
Well, it's like McLean.
Like McLean.
Tennis has been around forever. Do we have a tennis team at McLean?
I don't know.
No.
But why do you have a swimming team? Because you got a swimming pool.
We got a swimming pool.
Well,
right.
see, but that's the difference. You have the facility, so you have the team.
And that goes along with like what you're saying, being able to afford things. And
it's the emphasis placed on by the school. I mean, obviously, at some point in their early life, McLean decided they were going to have a swimming pool, and a lot of the older schools did have swimming pools right from the get-go.
And I'm going to tell you this also. And I'm going to go out on a limb here, but I'm going to say, football, if it's going to live, to go on, I'd say in the next 25 years, we're going to see drastic changes.
Well, I think that, when you're talking high school, at the high school level?
At high school, college, and probably even,
You're saying because of it being under attack as far as, yeah.
You're going to see, I tell you what, it wouldn't surprise me if football ends up being almost a flag football.
Except here's the problem with that. There are statistically more severe injuries in soccer than there is in football. And so the question is, if you look at every sport that's a contact sport.
There you go.
But also it goes back to the money, too.
Well, there's a lot more money in football than there is in soccer.
Right.
Well,
exactly. Why do you think he's
let me rephrase that. There's a lot more money in American football than there is in American soccer.
Oh, yeah.
Soccer is the biggest sport in the world.
Right.
Probably generates more money than all American sports put together. I don't know. Soccer is big, obviously, around the world.
Foreigners love our American football, though.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a global giant.
But I'm just saying, with all the lawsuits and everything that's coming out, with all this new concussion protocol, it's definitely going to change big time in high school.
I think that just comes from the exposure that football has. And I think also, because I don't want to get into politics, but I'll tell you what.
I'm just saying it's going to change a lot.
There's obviously, football is under attack by certain factions.
Major attack.
And so the only thing I would say at this point is that if you look at the statistics, there are far more injuries in other sports besides football that are contact sports,
That may
but
be.
don't have the kind of protection and padding that football does. And you get concussions in every sport, including basketball.
But more in football.
Well, but there's an awful lot of
That head-to-head all the time.
right. There's a lot of injuries, in other sports that involve. Well, you look at this sport. There has to be.
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
I mean, this is a very very intense sport, and I'm sure that there are. Maybe you see more knee injuries, more other.
Plus, there's nothing says it. All this has evolved. They're not even really official school sports yet. This has all evolved, like you said, from club sports, and that's where you get those kids from the smaller schools maybe to go and play in a club like the Chillicothe Club.
Well, and that's true, and I'll give you an example. Now,
Club,
Wilmington will be hosting what they call the Butler County Club, so I'm assuming it's from Butler County, obviously. So rather than saying, that maybe it's a Westchester team or, East or West or, Lakota East or West, it may be that because they have smaller programs, and you could see this even, and they've discussed this even with football teams, where some of the smaller schools would combine, I don't know how they would do it, that logistically that's the nightmare, but where they would combine smaller school teams together to form one team, so that they could actually be more competitive in the realm of these various sports.
Did you see, just since we're talking about other sports issues here, did you see where Matt Hodge resigned? He's the head football coach at Hillsboro. He just resigned.
Resigned?
Yeah. He's calling it retirement. They've got a new, I think, like 6-month-old and a couple other kids. So he just decided, he's just going to give it up for a while. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get back into it someday because he's a young guy, but great guy. I think he's still going to teach down at Hillsboro, but he's just, I don't know if you guys have heard that yet.
Well, Hillsboro, they're, of course, they've got a new facility from the standpoint of their high school. They are building a new football stadium, I think, back behind this new high school. So there's a lot of things that you see, even here at Wilmington with our new athletic director, Troy. The emphasis is in improving all our facilities with the new track that they want to build, obviously with the turf that we've put down here at the stadium.
The baseball field's not bad shape. I mean, it's looking pretty good, baseball and softball.
And softball, right, yeah. Speaking of the devil, he must have heard of us talking about him. Troy, come over here because
Troy, come over here.
We want to, let me borrow your microphone here, Bruce. Troy.
Careful, Troy. I'm just going to tell you.
We have a few questions for you, but obviously since you just so graciously appeared when we mentioned your name, what is the status on a running track, 8-lane running track that's supposed to be in our future here, since obviously because of the renovation to Alumni Field, 4 lanes aren't going to get it? Do you have any update on that? I know you didn't want to talk about it.
And all I can say is that we're meeting about it, trying to figure out what the best possible solution is going to be. Certainly not ideal for our kids by any means.
Because all the athletic events as far as track this year are away.
Correct.
Because we don't have the facilities here at this point to.
Sure, you probably could use Wilmington colleges too if you want.
Yeah,
to
we
use
did use Wilmington College in the past, and the coaches kind of ran into some issues there with, having to repair things going over there, and then it really was a lot of work on them. So they decided just to go the away meets this year.
You're just waiting on Rick Phillips' donation, aren't you?
That's right. Yeah, I write the check.
CampusNation.com.
You're writing the check.
Track and Field Stadium.
Hey, that does have a catchy ring.
That's got a really nice ring to it.
Yeah. Well, when my father Larry Roberts helps kick that money in, we'll be in good shape. Larry, if you're out there listening, you know where I am.
We have no problem selling out.
That's right.
Putting names and advertisements.
Shameless plugs or anything else. Now, another question, Troy. Obviously, the big question is this league that we may or may not be entering. Is that a done deal? I know we have to give them some answer by the 1st of May.
Yeah, and we're meeting, having discussions with our Board of Education, and it's going to be in their hands here before too long. So at this point, it's going to be up to them to make that decision for us.
And we've heard now, you had said once before, I think, that East Clinton has already basically accepted the invitation. Correct. And so right now it's a question of Wilmington and I'm assuming Massie.
Massie, yep.
Right.
And we've had a lot of meetings with them kind of to see what their direction is and where they're heading, because we feel like, we need to be a package.
Be nice, if you went together.
Right. We're good for each other. So
now, are you looking at just one league or 2 different leagues?
Well, I guess the two options for us would be the SWAC and the SBAAC. Those would be our two options that we're looking at and kind of giving to our board to look at.
Well, can we join a league that I can pronounce easier? You know, that's an awful lot of a mouthful there.
Southern
the
Buckeye.
SWAC and the
Southern Buckeye, Southwest, whatever.
How about just the A-League? A-League or B-League?
We're back to live action.
How are we doing here with lacrosse call? We doing all right? You guys hanging in there?
We're working through it. Thanks, Troy.
Thank you.
Troy Deals, our athletic director here at Wilmington High School. We appreciate the time.
Massey has the ball. They are going right to left in this third quarter. Wilmington will be going left to right.
Charlie, I mean, these guys on both sides are working extremely.
Shot on goal, no good
No.
by number 20.
Okay.
So Wilmington gets the ball back. Jordan Flannery with the ball.
Oh, did he pick it up? Well, he got it knocked out of his hand.
And it gets back into Massey's hands. And Thomas Williams, the Hurricane Killer right now, has the ball.
He has been something, hasn't he?
Yep, he passes clear across the field. And that ball is going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go to Wilmington, it looks like.
So now, even though there was a Massey player, obviously, that mishandled the ball, it went out of bounds, it goes back.
Massey ever hired a basketball coach yet? Have you heard?
I have not heard.
I haven't heard either.
I don't think they have.
Right, are you volunteering for their coach,
No, I was
Charlie?
just curious if they had or not. Okay, Wilmington with the ball, heading the other way.
Wow, what a run, what a run, what a run.
Musler.
A nice pass.
He passes
a
it.
nice pass. He's still charging.
It's going to go out of bounds, though.
Okay.
Massey with the ball. Number 27 has it. Gets it over to number 23, Stoltz. Stoltz has it. Has a lane to the goal. It gets clogged up, though. Wilmington defenders getting his way. Wilmington almost got the ball back, but it goes back into number 20's hand, Jordan Flannery. Wilmington comes out with it. That is Michael Pearson. We have a flag down, 2 flags down. They're letting the play continue, though.
Ooh.
Wow.
And the play is called dead.
You know, this is as tough as anything I've seen in a long time. These guys are really giving everything they got.
They don't usually play this rough.
Well, they always play this rough, but both teams are, you can tell they're intense. They're going
Well,
with everything they got.
I think, Bruce, what you see too is that any time Wilmington plays Clinton-Massie or Massey plays Wilmington, you're going to get some intensity like this from them because obviously there's probably, when you look at the SCOL or you look at these two teams being neighbors as far as in the same county, there's some extra incentive, to when you're playing, basically a lot of the people that are neighbors and kids you've grown up with and you've participated in other activities with.
Wilmington has the ball, and Massey is a man down at this point.
And I think that's why, we hope that Massey and East Clinton stays connected somehow in whatever new league we go in because we are neighbors. And, it's nice not to have to drive an hour and a half.
Shot on goal is no good by number 29.
Right, that's true.
Number 29 for Wilmington, Hunter Frazier. Shot was on goal, no good.
Wilmington's only goal thus far, Charlie, has been scored a man down, right?
Yeah, Wilmington has the ball again with a man down for Massey.
Oh,
ball shot into the goal.
That was an incredible shot.
What a shot!
That was a miracle. He was at probably about the 30-yard line and shot that into the goal.
And
wow.
Zane Stevens, he is also the person who scored the first goal for Wilmington.
So right now, all of Wilmington's goals scored by Zane, and all the Massey scores scored by Mr. Williams.
Yep.
Wow.
4-2 here.
What a great shot, guys. What a great shot.
9:06 to go in the third quarter.
Well, we're glad we have Troy, our new athletic director, in here today. He's a wonderful man. I got an opportunity to meet him today at the school. And, he showed me some schedules, and I'm excited.
Did he give you $20 to say that first?
He's trying to make money for that track.
Yeah, that's right.
Wilmington with the ball.
He's really working hard, and we're excited. We're excited.
Ball's in toward out of bounds. Looks like Clinton-Massie picks it up. Number 16, Tristan Hill with the ball. He dishes over to number 27, Chase Baker. Ball's clear upfield now. They're heading toward Wilmington's goal, pretty much undefended, and it's the end.
Wow.
Wonderful goal. Wonderful goal.
And who scored that goal?
Well, let me look here. Is that 28 or 26? 28. 28. That's Gabe Levitt.
So the first goal by Massie, not scored by Mr. Williams.
Gabe Levitt.
So now it's
makes it 5-2. So Massie answers quickly there.
At 8:25 in the third quarter, a score by Massie, 5-2. Now over Wilmington. You're listening to CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. Wilmington Lacrosse, and this inaugural game.
This is a fun sport to watch.
It is.
And I, like my comments earlier were just mainly for smaller schools, because you don't want to dwindle your talent base. I think for bigger schools, the more the merrier. The more you can get more kids involved, the better off.
Well, and, Charlie, you're probably right. All I say is that, my 4'10" daughter played last year, and she loved this sport.
Right.
And and that's my baby of 5, and all my kids pretty much played sports for Wilmington High School. But the love of my baby girl wanting to play with these wonderful big guys.
Oh, that's all right, yeah.
Well, now see,
I'm just pretty proud.
That must have been something they changed, because when my daughter, which she's now out in Arizona in 28.
Careful, Rick, you'll
28,
show your
29.
age here.
Yeah, well, but when she was going to Wilmington, she only went her, I think, senior year here briefly, but she tried to get on the guys' lacrosse team because she had played soccer before, and she wanted to play lacrosse, but they wouldn't let her. So
I take it there is no female lacrosse team right now.
No. In fact, most schools, unless they're really large schools, I don't think they have women's lacrosse or girls lacrosse. Probably Mason Field's a girls lacrosse team. A lot of Catholic schools, they have field hockey, which is an entirely different sport.
Right.
And so you get a lot of the girls, at that level, they're playing field hockey, which once again is sort of sounds like it is, which is a hockey
about that
with a ball.
Is my daughter's out there keeping stats because she loves her teammates and her players, and she loved being on this team.
But now she had an injury, and that's the reason she's doing stats now.
She's not playing.
Yeah.
5-2, and here we go, getting ready for the face-off. Ball has been set down, whistle's blown, and the ball ends up in Thomas Williams' hands for Massie in his basket. And
so I'm just saying, this is a very exciting sport, and really, as her father, I've learned so much from her about being excited about this sport.
Stoltz ends up with the ball again. He about lost it.
Once again, I say thank you for Campus Nation for recording this
for
and making
the goal.
people aware of what's going on.
Shot, no
at
good.
This alumni field.
Ball goes out of bounds, so it looks like it's going to stay with Massie.
And for those of you listening, our video will be available about 1 to 3 tomorrow afternoon, so you'll be able to catch this match on Campus Nation on our website tomorrow between 1 and 3.
Massie throws the ball in, but it went...
Well, that's wonderful. I mean, I think I'll tune in because I'm pretty excited.
Over and back, and here Wilmington's going to try and make a quick charge here, try to catch Massie sleeping. 23, he shoots at the net.
And Clinton-Massie.
Yeah, no good.
Wow. They're going at it, guys.
Wilmington kind of caught Massie sleeping there on defense.
Oh. It almost looked like football for a minute, but
well, it looks like football a lot.
Actually, it puts me more in the mind of hockey because of the sticks and the checking and I'll tell you what, I used to go to the fights in Dayton in a hockey game at breakout.
Yeah. No, Charlie.
Bruce didn't get that, did he? Come on, Bruce.
It was such a lame joke, we weren't going to comment on that.
But I was watching my daughter, who is keeping statistics, going absolutely nuts out there, and she just really loves this game. And I'm excited that, wow.
Ball's turned over.
She goes nuts on the sideline even.
Massie with the ball. Number 16 has it. Throws it clear back across in front of Wilmington's goal. I don't know if that was a very well-advised pass. Goes out of bounds.
would seem to me that this
Wilmington has the ball, looking to attack quick, trying to catch Massie sleeping, but nothing happens there. That's number 25, it looks like. Maybe 28, Brett Bergerford.
Looks like they're trying to set a play up.
Zane Stevens, that's Wilmington's scorer, Zane Stevens. Hunter Frazier has it. Hunter Frazier heading toward the goal, gets it knocked away. Ball's on the ground. They're fighting for it. Who's going to come out with it? Looks
Wilmington.
Like Wilmington. Oh,
we got a penalty.
Penalty, and it's going back to Massie, and Mr. Williams has the ball, and he's coming down the other way. He's coming down quick. Pulls it back out.
Just under 6 minutes to play in this third quarter.
Dishes it over to Kraft.
Massie leading 5-2.
Great game, great game.
They've had it pretty much in their control since the first quarter.
Jaden Flannery has it. He loses it, though, and it goes back to Williams. He passes over to Kratzer. Kratzer has the ball. He dishes down to Jaden Flannery.
Good pass. Uh-oh, they're right there.
Ball's right there in front of Wilmington's net.
Whoa,
the ball's on the ground.
Get it. I mean, wow. Exciting.
Massey's coming away with it.
Okay, they pulled it out.
That's number 23, Corey Stoltz. Stoltz has it. It's on the left side. Got out to Thomas Williams. Thomas Williams has it on the left wing. He's heading toward the net, folks. Watch out. There goes the shot. No good.
You know, guys, he is really good. I don't care who he'd play against. He's really aggressive, and he's a go-getter.
He's the leader on that team, that's for sure.
Wow.
5-2. Massie gets the ball back out.
We want to thank the visiting people who are listening in to Campus Nation. Thank you, and please call your friends tomorrow and tell them to watch the video of this because it is an outstanding game. Both teams have played really well.
Wilmington's going to get the possession on the ball going out of bounds. That's another thing. You don't have to pass it in. You can just, we got a flag there. It looks like a high stick, probably like a slash.
Charlie's getting pretty good at this.
2 minute slash, it looks like. I think I saw him put up 2 fingers, too, so I think he's 2 minute slash. So
Charlie will be in next with a helmet on and his stick.
No. So Massie should be a man down now at this point. Wilmington with the ball. Wilmington player ends up on the ground again. Ball's on the ground. Wilmington comes out with it, though. That is Zane Stevens, Wilmington's only scorer tonight with the ball. He throws it underneath behind the net. Wilmington has the advantage right now. They need to take advantage of it. They're a player up.
He's got to shoot.
See, not much movement going on for Wilmington without the ball. Just a lot of standing around. This is where you got to have some design plays. I don't care what sport you're in.
So number 29 has the ball. Now to number 4.
Yep. There's our scorer.
Good job.
He put a shot in.
Wide to the left.
No good. Was blocked, too, there by the Massie goalie. I think we're going to have offside, yeah. So it's going to go back to Wilmington. The Massie player, the Massie defenseman stepped over the line. So Wilmington, again, going to try to go quick here because they still have the man advantage.
Well, look at
Hunter
that.
Frazier has it out on top. He's looking to shoot. He gives it over to, they're passing all around now. 13, Kiter has it behind the net. Oh, ball lost by Wilmington. Massie picks it up. Thomas Williams, and we got a flag because that's going to be a slash to the head, but they're letting the play go ahead because Massie had the ball still. So if he would have scored, that would have counted. And shot on goal by Williams is no good, but
We got some people moving in and people moving out there.
yeah, I tell you that's one thing. They're changing all the time in here. We couldn't even be able to keep up with subs, and that's one thing that'll be nice on the video, especially if you know the kids. You'll know who they are going in and out.
You're right. You're exactly right. You know, this is exciting because there's a lot of movement, a lot of activity, and you do have to pay attention to this game.
Mikey Clark heading into the game. I think that might be his first action of the night. Massey with the ball, up 5-2 here, and 2 minutes 33 seconds to go in the third.
Again, I'd like to thank Campus Nation for covering this event. This is a first, and this is exciting. You know,
Shot on
love
goal.
the video.
Knocked
what time
away.
Is the video going to play tomorrow?
Between 1 and 3.
That'll be up for several weeks, months even.
Oh, yeah, it'll be up for the rest of the time that we have our site.
Yeah, it'll be up.
Most of our video goes back about 3 years. Well, when I say it goes back about 3 years, most of our HD video goes back to about 2014. Prior to that, we didn't record in HD. We simply recorded in whatever was available at the time. So between our YouTube site and between our current website, the current website has only HD video on it. So anything we did, in the last 2 years.
Are you guys at some point going to do any school plays or anything like that?
Well, one of the things about Campus Nation was that we were going to be exposing all kinds of student activities, to the internet and for people to see. And we've done, what was the band concert we did?
A Little Miami Band Festival.
Right, so we did the Little Miami Band Festival. So obviously anything that you can do in high school could certainly be covered by Campus Nation.
You do have to be careful, like if you do plays or musicals, because there's copyright infringement.
Exactly,
things.
yeah.
Yeah, they're going to call it tripping there.
From a great
Looks like he's hurt.
Theater family, I would really like to see you guys do that if there's any way you can do it.
I don't know if you legally can do it. It's the thing.
I don't know that there would be any problem with actually
I could find
doing
out.
a
I'll
play,
find out.
Because when you do a play,
you have to pay for the rights.
You're paying for the rights to do the play. Now, whether high schools actually do that or not.
Yes, high schools do pay for the rights.
I was in several plays in high school, and I was in a play in college when I was a freshman. So I'm sure that they probably paid. And usually the way they pay, I think, is when you get the play books. You pay so much, from the books. But as far as us being able to broadcast a play, I think that probably would be, outlined in whatever their agreement is with the companies that they buy the play rights from.
We have a player down for Wilmington. He got tripped, and he looked like he was in a lot of pain. We got the trainer and a couple of coaches out there trying to get his number here. They're trying to get him lifted up.
Yeah, it looked like a leg injury of some type.
34, that is...
So he's limping, but he's being assisted off the field by coaches.
And I don't have a 34 on my list, do you? So we don't have a 34 on our list.
This is probably someone that had been substituted just recently into the second half.
Yeah, but, they weren't even on the main roster is what I'm getting at. So I don't know who that is coming off. We apologize. It's number 34.
Yeah. Hopefully the young man will not be seriously injured, and that.
Well, they're looking at him and they're carrying him off, and he looks like he's got a leg injury there. This has been an exciting time, and these kids have really played their hearts out, and this has been a really good lacrosse game.
Yeah, it's 5-2 right now. Massey leading Wilmington with just a minute and a half left in this third quarter of play.
Wilmington with the ball. They have the ball down behind the Massey goal. Number 13 has it. That's Josiah Kiter. Shot on goal is no good. It's blocked by the Massey goalie, number 7, Ross Lennon.
So they both were 16. All right.
Massey has the ball. That's number 23, Corey Stoltz.
Corey's been pretty steady. He's really done a great job for him.
I think he's passed it back to Williams. Probably looking maybe at the last shot here is Massie.
Right.
Less than a minute to go in the third. Jaden Flannery has it. Jaden Flannery kind of breaks toward the net, takes a shot on goal. It's no good. Wilmington comes out with it.
30 seconds.
Ball's on the ground. They're fighting for it. Wilmington comes up with it. Pass down to number 4 for Wilmington. He gets it over to their scorer, Zach Stevens. He's got a chance.
This is exciting, guys. This is exciting.
Second shot on goal.
Okay.
And it's going to stay with Wilmington. 9.2 seconds to go here.
Again, we'd like to thank Campus Nation for recording this great event, and we hope that you tune in to them, Campus Nation, tomorrow and watch the video.
Actually counting down.
Massie with the ball.
1-0.
That's the end of the third quarter, so each team adds a goal. It's 5-2. Thomas Williams has 4 goals for Clinton-Massie. Gabe Levitt has 1, and for Wilmington, Zane Stevens has both goals.
And in other hurricane action, the boys baseball team, they won 6-2 over Chillicothe earlier this evening, and the girls softball team dropped to Chillicothe by the same score, 6-2. Wilmington has only one loss right now in the SCOL. That was to Massie the other night in that rain game that we did for softball. And so right now
softball now, you mean the boys baseball team lost that night too? Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Okay.
Boys baseball team's only SCOL loss was to
Massie. You said softball, you threw me because the old McLean Tigers got Wilmington too one night.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking softball, I'm talking baseball.
Well, that's good to know and good to keep up on what's going on in sports. And, all these kids are having a lot of fun and a good year. And
working hard.
Thank you for letting us know.
Here we go, 5-2. Roger's getting his.
Roger likes this game.
Roger does such a great job recording everything.
Charlie, your wife,
he's great.
She's going to be beating you up when you go home. She's going to try some of these moves on you. All she needs is the big stick.
I doubt that.
All right, we're getting ready for quarter number 4.
She likes hockey. I know that. We used to love watching the Dayton Bombers. Here we go. We're getting ready to have the face-off. Of course, they are no longer in existence.
They were playing at the Nut House, right?
Yeah, but they're no longer in existence. So now Wilmington is going left to right. Excuse me. Wilmington's going right to left. Massie's going left to right on your dial.
Massie has the ball.
And for those of you that aren't familiar with the Nut House, it's the Nutter Center. Yeah. But if you went to Wright State, you know it's the Nut House.
Wilmington trying to get the ball down on their end.
Wow.
And they're fighting. I tell you what, they're fighting for this ball. The ball's back on the ground again.
Both teams are working hard.
That almost,
2 guys fell down.
That almost reminds you of rugby.
Ground, getting up, going after the ball.
Another one down.
These kids are working hard, and wow. What a great sport. What a great sport. Giving everything they got, and both teams.
Guess we called it a push.
No kidding.
Gives the ball back to Massie.
Yeah. Who pushed who?
I think everybody pushed everybody.
I think so. It's like they all sort of joined in the center, then pushed out, and there were like 4 people going different directions.
20 charges the goal for Massie. That's Jaden Flannery, and he scores.
Well, again, I want to thank Campus Nation for recording this great event. It's exciting. Both teams are playing well. It's a good game. Massie just scored again, but I again, please tune in to Campus Nation tomorrow and follow this great event of what they're doing. And they're following high school kids. A lot of energy, a lot of effort, a lot of great things. Follow Campus Nation. Please call your neighbors and tell them what a great job Campus Nation is doing.
Right, like us on our Facebook page.
6-2, and here we are. We're getting ready for
the what is your Facebook page?
CampusNation.com.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for
face off, and Wilmington's trying to get control of it. They do, but we have a
CampusNation.com is where we really like to see you follow and see what these wonderful kids are doing. We hear so many bad things that sometimes we forget about the good kids who's working their butts off.
Yeah, most of the
doing
kids
good
are good.
things.
Yeah.
And so we really appreciate what Campus Nation is doing. We're taking their time to record these kids, and please, I pray that you out here listen and support these kids because they're really working hard.
Pass was down to number 55, Joey Smalley. He tried to take it to the net, but it didn't work. And I think he actually was in the crease. So the
when
ball
you
got
watch
turned
this
back.
video, you're going to love it because this is exciting as anything you've ever seen in American history. This is an exciting game.
Ball got turned back over.
And look at my daughter on the sidelines keeping stats and going crazy. She won't have a voice when I take her home. She loves this sport. And she's going to be going to big Wilmington College this next year.
Oh, she's going to Wilmington College?
Okay.
Going to Wilmington College.
Massey with the ball.
And I'm excited.
Behind number 15, Maverick Highland with the
Plenty
ball.
of pushing going there.
I think that's his first action tonight. Ball's thrown away to Wilmington. And you got to be careful here because you don't want to go over off sides. And we got to push. And that's going to be on Clinton-Massie, and it's just going to go to Wilmington. And here we go. Number 25 for Wilmington, Zane Stevens. He's going to try to take it to the net. He's got a shot, and it's good.
Zane put her in.
So,
what a score.
6-3.
Zane Stevens.
Whoa, and he's a big kid, guys. You see how big that kid is?
He is big.
Wow, he's big.
Had a lot of motor behind that one. Had a nice shot found an open lane down the right side and flew it in there. He has all 3 goals for Wilmington tonight.
Well, he's a beast, guys. He's a beast, and you know this guy. He's fun to watch, and he's got great team members, but he's fun to watch.
6-3.
Hey, we want to remind everybody that Ashley Poole is looking for a date for prom there at Massey.
She's going to inflict pain on you.
And so Ashley, she just send us an email. It's support@campusnation.com. We'll be happy to, to pass it on to her.
Wow.
And Ashley will never turn me down again when it comes to
exciting game. These guys are working both sides. All the kids are working hard.
Ball goes out of bounds on the Wilmington side. Massey's going to take it possession, and they throw it right away. So I believe it's going to go back to Wilmington.
Please follow Campus Nation and .com. And I want to make sure that you guys know where we're at because we know we got more and more new listeners, and we thank you for doing that because it's exciting what's happening with Campus Nation, breaking new groundwork, and we're glad that you'll follow us and support us in what's going on. Thank you.
All right, back to action.
Frazier with the ball. He gets it back out to Zach Stevens. Zach Stevens tries to pass underneath, but ball gets away. It's loose. It's on the ground.
Wow. Look at that hard work. Both sides are just working hard, guys.
And Williams picks it up for Massey, and he's heading back the other way. Lost his shoe.
Lost his shoe.
And he's still going.
Ask somebody what's going on. He lost his club. You guys got to watch the video tomorrow. This is just, you've never seen anything as exciting as this game. Oh my gosh. I mean, wow. 10 wonderful things back to back. Wow. I don't know where the shoe went. I don't know where wow.
Isn't there like a penalty for not being dressed properly or anything?
No.
No shoe, no glove.
Yes, sir.
I guess if you had your helmet come off, you'd have to come off the field.
Looks like Wilmington's going to have the ball, and the referee has the shoe over there.
There you go.
And they're just going to keep on playing.
We know where the shoe is now.
Charging down the other way is number 33.
It looks like Wilmington's trying to make a furious comeback here with about 7.5 minutes.
Yes, sir. Wow.
Wilmington loses the ball.
You can't really appreciate what's going on until you tune in tomorrow.
Isaiah Kiter has the ball.
Campus Nation.
Throws it to number 4. And the shot is there.
CampusNation.com. And you know how to follow us. And please ask your friends to tune in to CampusNation.com because they're doing a great job. This is wonderful. I mean, these kids have played their hearts out. Doesn't really matter who wins. They have both teams have done a great job.
Yeah, they have.
Wilmington with the ball.
CampusNation.com. Please tune in. Look us up. Thank you.
Number 29 has it. He loses it, but Wilmington retains possession. Oh, so we're going to have a fight there for a second. 16 got up, ready to fight, and that was Tristan Hill. Tristan Hill.
Somebody's going to.
Tristan Hill.
Come on, that was just blatant toughness.
He was ready to throw some punches.
It looked like it.
He got lambasted there. And looks like we're having a meeting of the coaches down there.
Well, that was a little tough,
So would that be actually a meeting to discuss the penalties?
Well, I think that because of it's a little bit.
I don't think so.
Tough,
well, yeah, unnecessary roughness, and it looks like we have a timeout maybe called by Massie at this
All right,
point.
with 7:02 and the score 6-3 with Massie in the lead. We are breaking for a timeout. I guess is either team a man down?
I would say Massey's going to be, but I'm not sure. And this could be a situation where they might put them both a man down because I think there was two involved in it. So.
Right. So it looks like that there's a meeting of the. I guess these are umpires.
Well, the referees are over there. I would call them referees.
Sorry.
And we could be wrong on that. Like I said, folks, this is our first game. Doing it on Campus Nation, and actually this is Rick and I's first live action here. And Roger, it's probably your first live action, isn't it? I know it's my wife's first live action at a
Well, I know your wife is
game.
loving it, that's for sure. So she'll probably want to come back to the other. Yeah, it is exciting.
It's exciting, and you guys won't appreciate this until you get to watch the video on CampusNation.com. And we have our new
So we're breaking, and we are getting ready to start this last 7 minutes of the fourth quarter with Massie in the lead 6-3. Wilmington trying a furious comeback.
Stevens has been the man for Wilmington. Let's see. I'm not seeing anybody kneeling down over here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, 29 is.
29 is?
On our
Well, on Wilmington's side.
but not over here now.
So Wilmington is a man down at this point. Yeah, because they had the action, and Massey's was more of a retaliatory action. Thomas Williams with the ball. He's been Massey's big gun tonight. He scored 4 goals. Oh, ball thrown underneath. Great play. Nice assist there by number 20, Jordan Flannery, who throws it into Timmy Schaefer cutting down the center, and Timmy Schaefer scores the goal.
So Massie now up 7-3.
Well, they really worked.
That was a nice play there.
Yes, it was.
Good teamwork.
Great pass and a great shot.
Yeah.
It's just like cutting to the hoop in basketball.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Cutting to the hoop and feeding your player and putting it in.
Okay, getting ready to face off here, 7-3.
6:45 remaining in this final quarter of play. We play 12 minutes each quarter, and Massie's got I would say, a fairly commanding lead at 7-3.
Oh yeah, they've been pretty much in control of the whole game.
Yeah, they have.
Wilmington has shown some signs of life. Wilmington, they kind of go through times where they're aggressive and then they're not very aggressive. When they're aggressive, they're playing pretty well, but then they get times where they're kind of, it's like a team almost searching for a leader, I think.
Well, I think they got great leaders.
Yeah, they've got. Oh wow! Now that has to be a penalty.
It's not a far out game.
Yeah.
There's a trip.
Then there's the flag.
This is going to be.
So I'm going to assume that Massie will be a man down and an opportunity once again, as we would say, a power play.
Yep, tripping, yep, and Massie guy is going to the side, and he'll have to kneel down.
Man, I'm really impressed with the size of the crowd. For a lot of these, we'll call them more obscure sports, you don't really think that they have that kind of a following, but it is a nice evening, and maybe just a little nippy, but we've had a good turnout here.
Wilmington with the ball.
And I encourage you guys to get the schedule and try to go to some of these games.
Yeah, if you go to our website, you'll actually see the remaining games. Other than, I don't have the May game, but we'll put that on the schedule here shortly. All of our April events that we'll be bringing you, which are all the home lacrosse matches, we'll be bringing right here on Campus Nation.
Kiter had a shot on goal for Wilmington, wasn't no good, and Massie has the ball back, heading back toward the Wilmington goal. And Williams has the ball. He passes over, but it's missed by number 3, Schaefer. Now Wilmington picks up the loose ball. And they're heading the other way, but the ball is down again, and Williams has it, and we've got a stoppage of play.
So there's a penalty?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the penalty was called, but it's going to go back to Wilmington. 7-3. I didn't see what they called either. Wilmington with the ball. They got the ball down to they have the ball behind their net right now. Ball goes out to Connor Barton. He gets it into Zach Stevens' hands. Zach Stevens on a mission. Tried to throw a shot up and then lost control of the ball. Ball's on the ground. I think Stevens gets it back. No, it's still on the ground. And let's see, it's still on the ground. Massey's number 36. Max Keeley picks it up finally. We're heading the other way. He tries a shot on goal, no good. Wilmington gets the rebound, you would so say. But the ball is thrown right back in front of the Wilmington goal. Wilmington's trying to keep possession.
Well, guys,
ball goes out of bounds and is going back to Massie.
You know, both teams are really working hard out there, Charlie, and they're, you know, these kids are playing their hearts out. You know, this is a good game. 7-3.
Oh yeah,
it's a good score. And
4 minutes.
Still got 4 minutes. They still got plenty of time if they decide to put it.
Well, that's true. You
put
can,
it together.
if you know, you can in this game score very quickly.
Yes, sir.
So it's, you know, when you're only talking about 4 goals, that could turn around very quickly.
Massie has the ball, but what they lose underneath, Wilmington picks it up.
He's kind of rode out of bounds there.
Loses ball. Massey's number 47 picks it up. He throws it over. Looks like it's going to be out of bounds. So I think that ball's going to go back to Wilmington. Yes, it is going to go back to Wilmington.
And please follow us on campusnation.com and watch the video of this tomorrow. It's more exciting, the video. We hope we've done a great job tonight with what we're
doing.
But please follow us on campusnation.com.
Yeah, we'll have the video of our match tomorrow between 1 and 3, and it'll give you an opportunity because you know, not that it's difficult to follow, but with us being such newbies, I guess you could say, to the sport, we're not able to really maybe explain to you everything that's going on because a lot of it we aren't, you know, we're kind of clueless.
I'll be real honest with you though. This sport moves so fast that you're going to get a lot more out of the video. We can tell you who's scoring the goals, how they're scoring the goals, and trying to tell you where the ball is, but you know, this is more of a made for TV type deal, really, because there's just so much action, and even with us explaining all the hard hits and the hustle that's going on, you really don't get a good grasp of it. You won't get a good grasp of it till you check it out.
But obviously you've heard the oohs and the ahs of our watchers.
Well, and that's why you hear me keep talking about campusnation.com, because, Charlie, you're exactly right. It's more exciting as we talk. I mean, we're all on pins and needles here watching this and broadcasting this. It's exciting, Charlie. You're exactly right.
It's like Wilmington, I believe, is going to have possession. Wilmington has possession. 3 minutes, 14 seconds to go. Here we go. Wilmington with the ball. They're charging hard down the right side. You know, they can't be doing a lot of passing. They just need to go in there and start taking shots. You can't score if you don't shoot.
No, and you really can't plan out any strategy. You just need to come down and wail with the ball.
Number 13, he takes the shot. He takes the shot, and that's going to end up being Massey's ball. A smart move there by the goaltender, because the goaltender saw there was no Wilmington player back, so he takes off after the ball so Massey can retain possession. And he throws a long pass all the way down field, but it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go right back to Wilmington.
I just wonder, Charlie, if in like hockey where you're behind, you take your goalie out of the net in order to have, in essence, a power play against the other team. I wonder if that's possible in lacrosse.
I don't think so, and I'll tell you why, because you have to keep, like if you notice right now, when Wilmington goes up the field, they have to keep so many members back.
Mm-hmm. Well, you would in hockey anyway. You can't you can't be offsides. But what I'm saying is, I wonder if you can actually pull your goalie and have
I'm not sure.
an extra player.
I don't know.
You probably could, but see how they have to keep those four back.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Defensively.
That's what I mean. Yeah, if they go across there, they're offside. Wilmington with the ball. They got it in their scorer's hands. He tries to take a shot, but it's knocked away out of a stick. Massey comes up with it, and they're heading hard downfield.
Yeah, they look like they want to
Number
add to the score.
He shoots in. They just said it didn't go in. Wow. I believe that was a goal, but they didn't call it, and Wilmington's heading back the other way. I believe
Roger, was it a goal? No, Roger says no.
I thought it looked like it went in that left side.
Well, Roger, he's seeing it through the eyes of the lens up close, Charlie.
Yeah.
I have some pretty eagle eyes, but
right. About as good as my hearing is. Anyhow, we have
what's that you say, Charlie?
We have a block, exactly.
Well, Charlie, we love you, but I didn't see it either, so I'm not for sure.
Well, my wife, she's the youngest one of us all, and she thought it went in.
Well, she was closest to the goal.
She was the closest to the goal.
I thought it went in and out, but we're clear up here. We're clear up in the press box, so we'll give the referees the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
and it's not going to make any difference anyhow. 7-3, minute 35 to go. Other than Timmy Schaefer's like, yeah, it made a difference. That was my goal.
Right.
Sorry, Tim. Wasn't my call, buddy. I was on your side. Wilmington with the ball. Shot on goal, no good. It goes out of play. And it looks like it's going to be Massey ball again, because Massey's being smart. They're going after that ball. Are they going to give it back to Wilmington? Let's see. Looks like they're going to give it back to Wilmington.
Again, I'd like to thank CampusNation.com for this great coverage that you guys have done. This is a wonderful event, and thank you for. I hope that the viewers really tune in tomorrow when this is on CampusNation.com.
Wilmington with the ball. Their star, Zane Stevens, has the ball, and he's not attacking. He needs just to attack the net. He's the only one that scored tonight.
Right.
Well, that wasn't Zane Stevens, excuse me. That was 29. That was Hunter Frazier. You need to get it in Zane Stevens' hands, let him attack it.
Now we got 1 minute to go, Charlie.
Ball's
a little over.
Ball's thrown out of bounds. Going to go back to Massey.
45 seconds, guys, left in this great event. This has been a great event.
7-3. Massey with the ball, really just need to hold it. Number 23 has it. Stoltz.
Roger, you're doing a great job.
Running around the outside. He's just kind of playing keep away right now.
They're not fooling Roger.
Ball does get into
all this.
Thomas Williams' hands. I wonder if he'll try to make another shot. He's already got 4 goals today. He's looking. He's looking.
He's got 3 guys on him, and ladies and gentlemen,
he throws it toward the goal, but no goals in. Oh my goodness!
Whoa!
A big knockdown by.
Big knockdown, Charlie.
Yeah, it was a number 15, I think, for Wilmington.
4.7 seconds remaining in this match.
No, it was number 15 for Wilmington. Rigdon Beam, he laid the beam there to somebody. He knocked him on his butt. He's going out. So that's like he'll be out for the rest of the game. There's only 4 seconds left anyhow. But yeah, that was a huge hit he laid on the Massey player.
3, 2, 1, 0.
And that's the ball
That's
game.
the match.
That's the
7-3.
Again, we would like to thank you guys for videoing this wonderful event.
Well, we want to thank you for helping us out and adding, some of the color to the match. And obviously, go to the Campus Nation website. Take a look at our event calendar. It'll show you all the matches that we are going to be doing, all the home matches for this Wilmington lacrosse team. And tomorrow we've got boys baseball. It'll be at 4:15 with the game to follow at 4:30. We're inviting the Blanchester Wildcats into the Hurricane Field, and hopefully it'll be another W in the column there. Wilmington winning today against Chillicothe 6-2. Softball losing 6-2.
And the teams they're going to shake hands now. It was a 7-3 final here for Wilmington. Zane Stevens had all 3 Wilmington goals. And for Clinton-Massie, Timmy Schaefer, Jaden Flannery, and Gabe Levitt each had a goal. But the star of the game in our pronouncement would be Thomas Williams with 4 goals for Clinton-Massie. And 3 of them, I believe, came in the first half. So excellent game by Williams. He's definitely the field general for that team. And Clinton-Massie people, if you're out in the area, you ought to definitely check out Thomas Williams and the Clinton-Massie Falcon lacrosse team. They did a great job. Wilmington, I tell you what, Wilmington, they put up a good fight. And I think Wilmington, if they just been a little more aggressive throughout the game, could have made this a lot closer game.
Right.
So we're out of here. Hopefully we'll catch Keep Calm and Chaz on tomorrow night on talktv.us. That'll start hopefully around 7 o'clock.
And if not, come out to Generations, Charlie, and have some pizza.
Come out to Generations and listen to the show. We'll have my speaker out there again so you can hear the show. And if you want to see last week's show so you can get caught up, we do have Frenchie coming out tomorrow night.
I saw that.
Yeah, we have Frenchie. We got Joe Mahan from the Hillsborough area and Gary Creek from Wilmington here. We're going to talk about several different shows and events coming up this summer. And, of course, we'll have the pit crew for the panel. So, again, thanks for watching lacrosse, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Right. For Bruce and for Roger, and Rachel's here with us, Charlie, and yours truly, Rick Phillips. I want to thank everybody for listening to the game tonight. Hopefully you'll tune in tomorrow. You'll watch. Don't forget, Ashley Poole needs that date for prom. So as a parting gift here, Ashley, we're putting it out there. Contact us, support@campusnation.com. We want to help Ashley out.